I see. Bring it back with it?
No, it just wasn't the right height.
Just 30 miles from London, aren't you, Mrs. Ralston?
I tell you, Giles wasn't in London yesterday.
Just a minute, Mrs. Ralston. Wait. This is your husband's overcoat?
Yes.
Evening news. Yesterday's. Sold on the streets of London at 3:30 in the afternoon.
I don't believe it.
Don't you, Mrs. Ralston?
I don't believe it.
Molly!
You startled me.
Where is he? Where's he gone?
Oh,
The sergeant!
he went out that way.
If only I could get away someplace. Somehow. Is there a place I can hide in here?
Hide?
Yes, from him!
But why?
But darling, don't you see? They wrote so frightfully against me. They're going to say I committed these murders.
Oh, never mind what they're going to say. Listen, Christopher. You can't go on running away from things all your life. Your name isn't really Christopher Wren, is it? And you're not really training to be an architect?
No.
Then why did
Call
you?
myself Christopher Wren.
Yes.
It just amused me. And then they used to laugh at me in school and call me little Christopher Robin. Robin, Wren, association of ideas. It was all so beastly, I hated it!
What is your name?
We needn't go into that. I ran away whilst doing my army service. It was all so horrible, so horrible.
Look here. Things happen to us. Things happen to us all the time. But you've got to bear with them. You've got to bear with them just as usual. And you've got to go on. You've got to go on.
Can't do that.
Oh yes, one can.
I mean, you have?
Yes,
But what was it? Something very bad?
something I've never forgotten.
So, you're running away too. Running away from things instead of facing them. Anyway, you think I ought to stick it out?
And frankly, what else can you do?
I might pinch that sergeant's skis. I can ski quite well, you know.
That would be frightfully stupid, Chris. It would almost be like admitting you're guilty.
But Sergeant Trotter thinks
Oh,
I'm
no,
guilty.
he doesn't. Or at least, I don't know what he thinks. I hate him. I hate him.
Who?
Sergeant Trotter. He puts things into your head. Things that aren't true. They can't possibly be true.
What is all this?
I don't believe it. I won't believe it.
Well, what won't you believe? Come on, out with it.
Do you see this? What is it? Yesterday's evening paper. A London newspaper. This was in Giles's overcoat pocket. Giles wasn't in London yesterday.
Well, if he was here all day.
But he wasn't here. He wasn't here. He went across the country to get some chicken netting for us. He just didn't find any.
Well, that's all right. Probably he did go up to London after all.
Well, then why not tell me? Why pretend he had been across the country?
Perhaps with news of the murder.
But Giles didn't know about this murder. Or did he? Did he?
Good Lord, Molly. Surely you don't think, the inspector doesn't think.
I seem to be interrupting something.
We were just talking. I need to go to the kitchen.
I'll come and help you.
No, you won't.
Oh, Giles!
Entertains aren't very healthy things at present. You stay out of the kitchen and keep away from my wife.
But really, look.
You keep away from my wife, Wren. She's not going to be the next victim.
Oh, so that's what you think of me, is it?
I've already said so, haven't I? There's a killer loose in the house, and it seems to me that you fit the bill.
Well, I'm not the only one to fix the bill.
I don't see who else does.
How blind are you? Or do you just pretend to be blind?
I tell you that I'm worried about my wife's safety.
So am I, damn it! I'm not going to leave her alone with you!
You're crazy. Perfectly prepared to shut yourself in the kitchen with a homicidal maniac.
He isn't.
You just have to look at him once to realize that he's balmy.
No, he's not. He's just unhappy, Giles. I'd know if he was dangerous. And anyway, I can take care of myself.
That's what Mrs. Boyle said.
Oh, please don't.
Now look here, Molly. What's there between you and that wretched boy?
What do you mean by between us? I'm just sorry for him, that's all.
Perhaps you've met before. Perhaps you've asked him to come down here and that both of you would pretend to meet for the first time, all hooked up between you, isn't it?
Giles, don't be ridiculous. I've never set my eyes on Christopher until he arrived here yesterday.
That's what you say. That's what you say. But is that true? Perhaps you've been running to London to meet him on the sly.
Oh, you know perfectly well that I haven't been up to London in weeks now.
You haven't been up to London in weeks?
Yes.
Is it?
That's quite true. Why do you say that?
Is it? Then, what is this? This is one of the gloves you were wearing yesterday. You dropped it here. I picked it up when I was talking to Sergeant Trotter. And you know what's inside this? This. A London bus ticket.
Oh, that.
So, it appears that you not only went to the
All
village
right, I went.
while I was safely racing away in the countryside.
Safely racing away in the country.
Oh, come on! Admit it! You went to London!
All right, I went to London. But so did you.
What?
What is this? Yesterday's evening paper. A London newspaper.
Where did you get it?
This was in your overcoat pocket.
Anybody could have put it in there.
Did they, Giles? Did they? You went to London yesterday.
All right, I went to London, but I did not go there to meet a woman.
Didn't you, Giles? Are you very sure you didn't?
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Oh, go away, Giles. Please don't come near me.
Come on, Molly. What's the matter?
Don't touch me, Giles.
Did you go to London yesterday to meet Christopher Wren?
Don't be a fool. Of course I didn't.
Then why did you go?
I went to London for... Well, I've forgotten why I went to London. Perhaps I shan't tell you why I went to London.
No, I do hope you're not saying a little more than what you should. One is so apt to do with these lovers' quarrels.
Lovers' quarrels. That's a good one.
Right, sir. I know just how you feel. Oh, I've been through all this myself when I was a younger man. You've not been married long, I presume?
That's none of your business, Mr. Paravicini.
Oh, no, not at all. I just came in to say that the sergeant can't find his skis, and he's very annoyed about it.
Christopher.
What?
Well, he wants me to find out from you if you have, by any chance, moved them, Mr. Ralston.
No, of course not. Mr. Ralston, Mr. Ralston, have you taken my skis from the cupboard?
No, certainly not.
But somebody has taken them.
Well, what made you look for them, Sergeant?
The snow is still lying. I need help here, reinforcements. Now I thought I would ski over to Market Hampton and report on the situation here.
Now you can't. Dear. Somebody certainly seen to it that you shan't. But there could be other reasons, couldn't there?
Yes? What?
Somebody may want to get away.
What did you mean when you just said Christopher?
Oh, that was nothing.
So our dear young architect has hooked it, has he? Oh, very, very interesting.
Is this true, Mrs. Ralston?
Oh, there you are.
Mr. Wren, have you taken my skis from the cupboard?
Your skis, Sergeant? No, why should I?
Mrs. Ralston seemed to
No,
think that
I just meant Mr. Wren is very fond of skiing, you know, and I thought he might have taken them for some exercise.
Exercise?
Listen, please. Excuse me. This is a very serious matter. Somebody has removed my only chance of communication with the outside world. I need everyone here, at once. Please.
I think Miss Casewell went upstairs.
Oh, I'll go and get her.
And I left Major Metcalf in the dining room. Major Metcalf! Major Metcalf! Oh, he doesn't seem to be there now.
I'll go and find him. I'll go and find him.
Hello. Wanting me? It's a question of my skis, Major.
Skis? Mr. Ralston!
Did either of you two remove a pair of skis from the cupboard?
Good Lord, no. Why should I?
And I didn't touch them. Nevertheless, they're gone. Miss Casement, which way did you go to your room today?
By the back stairs.
So you must have passed by the cupboard door.
If you say so, I've no idea where your skis are.
Major, you actually inside that cupboard today?
Yes, I was.
At the time Mrs. Boyd was killed.
At the time Mrs. Boyd was killed, I'd gone down to the cellar.
So were the skis in the cupboard when you passed?
I really can't say.
You must have seen them there. You must remember you shall see them. They're not.
It's no use shouting at me, young fellow. I wasn't thinking about any damn skis. I was looking at the cellar. The architecture of this place is so very interesting that I opened the door and I went on down. So I can't tell you whether your skis were there or not.
You realize that you yourself have an excellent opportunity of taking them?
Yes. Yes, I grant you that, if I wanted to, yes.
The question is, where are they now?
Well, we should be able to find them if we all set to.
3 blind mice. 2 mice cancelled out. A 3rd mouse still to be dealt with. There are 6 of you listening to me right now. One of you is a killer. One of you is a killer. I don't know who it is yet, but I shall. And one of you is the killer's prospective victim. Now that's the person I'm speaking to right now. You are in grave danger. You are holding out on me. Well, don't. Mrs. Boyle, head on me. Mrs. Boyle is dead. Anyone who's killed twice will not hesitate to kill a 3rd time. And as it is, I don't know which one of you it is who needs protection. Come on, now, anybody who has anything, however slight, to reproach himself for that bygone business. Come out with it now! All right. You won't. I'm going to get the killer. I have no doubt of that. But it just might be too late for one of you. And I'll tell you something else. Killer's enjoying himself. Oh yes. He's enjoying himself a good deal. All right, you can go now.
Dear lady, I will now come with you to the kitchen and we will see what we can concoct together. A charming occupation.
I am helping my wife, Saravancini.
Your husband is afraid for you. Quite natural under the circumstances. He doesn't fancy your being alone with me. And mind you, it is my sadistic things that he is afraid of, not my dishonorable ones. Alas, what an inconvenience the husband always is.
Oh, don't.
But such a gay little tune, don't you think? She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Snick, snick, snick.